Hey, it's Carrie here, and as you can see, the fall weather has descended upon the northern United States, and I am still here in Montana, where I grew up. For the last 20 years, I've been living outside the country, teaching and working online, and now it's time to come home. My parents are struggling with their health and things like that, and so I have landed back in the U.S., but there are some really great things about this, one of which is I get to spend more time around my parents, who both happen to be retired teachers. And one of the things that I'm observing in them as I spend more and more time around them is how they derive their sense of purpose. And I think that this is something that a lot of people struggle with when they transition out of their regular career and into a retirement sort of program or defining the next chapter of their life, whatever that looks like. And I notice with my dad in particular that this time of year is hard. His sense of purpose comes from the property, comes from the outside. He's out mowing the lawn and doing the things. And yet when it turns cold, there's really nothing to kind of keep him going in the winter. And it made me think, maybe I should get my dad focused on tutoring and teaching. But I think this is an important takeaway for anybody who is looking at transitioning away from something that they've had as a full-time career for decades, is that your sense of identity is wrapped up in that, your sense of purpose is wrapped up in that. And once that goes away, a lot of people struggle. I bet you know people like this, that they don't have that thing that they're transitioning into that's going to give them a sense of purpose, get them out of the bed in the morning, keep them active, keep them sharp, keep them engaged, keep them learning, and not just lounging away on the couch or the internet, sort of mindlessly scrolling, looking for some kind of sense of purpose. And I think for you, being here doing this, even if now doesn't feel like the right time, I wouldn't dismiss this opportunity, because you might not yet need that sense of purpose if you're still working or raising kids, or maybe have something else. But I know from the people that I've helped do this, this has become their sense of purpose. It's such a joy for them to connect with people all over the world. They really love the idea of helping other people learn and grow and expand their lives and live a better lifestyle. And that becomes their new meaning in life. What makes them tick, what they talk about to their friends, what keeps them going to get up day after day. And we can all have those down periods in our life where, we want to sit around and drink margaritas at the beach and hang out, and it's fun. But at some point, we start to lose our vitality and our zest for life when we don't have that thing that's really fulfilling us. And I have seen time and time again, people take this little idea of teaching English online for others and make it into something big. I know a gentleman who got my program and he ended up building an entire language school in the Ukraine. Another gentleman working, who used to work in IT, started doing this, kind of dabbling in it. He's from Ontario, and he took this and built an entire online school for people in the tech industry in different countries who need to learn very specific language in English and a very specific way of doing business. He created a whole new career for himself because he felt so much passion around this, and he felt so much fulfillment from doing this. I know another woman who she just does it 10 hours a week, and yet she has people in Dubai that she works with, in Italy that she works with, in South America, even in her home of the United States, she works with people. So she's meeting people all the time. She's not dedicating her whole life to it. She's not making a new career out of it. She's just using it as a way to stay connected and stay relevant in a world that is maybe not embracing her the way that it used to. And it gives her that sense of purpose she's been looking for. So if you have looked at this idea and thought, oh, this isn't really for me, that's okay. I totally get that this isn't for everybody, but I wouldn't dismiss this out of hand. There may come a day when you're looking for that sense of purpose, and I promise you the people that you help will be so grateful, so appreciative that that will give you meaning in life. And so if this is the little encouragement that you needed to just keep going and push forward on this, then I know you won't be disappointed. Not one single person have I ever interviewed that said, this just didn't do it for me. Maybe they did it for a while and then they transitioned into something else, but everybody found meaning in helping somebody else up level their life. And I know you will too.